This is a middleweight championship fight, so it will be going 5 rounds. Let's see how both of these fellas do here in the Albuquerque air.
I know. I think people want to see a knockout. This has knockout all written all over it.
You think so?
This is going to be explosive.
Uh-oh, here we go with the touch of the gloves.
This is going to be explosive. I see it. I feel it.
There you go. There you go. Hamid has that good head movement there.
Right. And he's got a good jab. He's got a really good fast jab.
Front kick up the middle by Larry.
Nice counter by Hamid on that jab.
3 minutes is really not a lot of time to work.
No, it isn't.
Throwing that cross. Both of these guys just trying to feel out their range and find their opponent and figure out where they are. Little shoulder bump there by Larry. And
nice Superman.
Gosh,
wow.
I haven't seen a Superman in a while.
Larry's like, I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing that back. A nice little teep there to the stomach.
There you go. That's filling out process. These guys have a lot of room to move. This PFC cage is nice and big.
Yeah. Sure, you fought in some small ones.
Oh, I fought in all sorts of different. Fought in rings, cages.
Oh.
And a like tight little hook there by Hamid.
Jacorion's pulling back as he's throwing his punches and his kicks. He's backing up. He's not like moving forward.
And maybe that's why he didn't want to get that body lock. And here they are up against the cage. Hamid with the cage control there. We'll see what he does with it. Looks like he's trying to reach for that leg.
Oh, nice knee to the belly.
And Larry's doing a good job reversing that position.
Reverse. They're dancing. It's a beautiful dance tonight.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to tell people. You know how hard it is to keep somebody up against the cage. But Larry has his double under, so he's able to have a little bit more control, and he's doing a great job with his head.
.46 seconds left in this round.
These rounds go by fast.
Yes. Oh, he's dropping lower. Nice. Oh, nice takedown.
And at the ground.
You know,
Ahmed, let's see what Ahmed does with this position. He has a
Jacoryon.
3/4 mount, and he's up against the cage. There's his opportunity right now to work some ground and pound. He just has to free his head.
26 seconds. And Jacoryon, Jacoryon needs to get up because that takedown could literally have won that round.
Absolutely.
As close as that was.
Yeah, for sure.
Now he's into full mount. Oh, 10 seconds to go. Wow.
And he's
getting.
Now he's going for that ground and pound.
Oh, nice. Right under that underarm. Those are terrible down the road. As you get in the second, third round, you're like, why is this hurting? Why is this hurting?
You don't realize what's hurting after a fight. You're just, your whole body hurts. You don't even ask.
How about these officials? These officials drove all the way down from the One Championships last night.
Oh,
in
it's
Denver.
been a packed night of fights this weekend.
Yes.
It's just, I feel like this weekend is just
you got
so many different fights going on.
You got Canelo. You have the UFC with Triple C fighting.
Yeah.
Sterling, and that's going to...
And, of course, the PFC here in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yes. And the crowd, actually, they have a good crowd here right now. It's, I know that there weren't a lot of pre-ticket sales, but there's a great walk-up group.
Oh, they're doing great. And the fights have been phenomenal. And we're still in the prelims. Here we go, going into second round. It looks like Hamid has a little bit more gas in the tank, but we'll see. Who knows? Larry might just be revving up. We got the fakes and the feints from Hamid here. And his frames are out a little bit further than Larry's. Larry has a little bit more of a traditional boxing fighting stance, which I guess there are a couple different schools of thought on that, depending on what your strategy is. And they're just kind of filling each other out here in the center of the cage. Attempted leg kick by Larry. And he just needs to follow up after those leg kicks so he get a good shot.
Yeah. Oh, that was
There you
nice.
go. Little lead hook there by Larry.
He's starting to frame now. Now he's starting to frame. Now he's starting to frame just like...
Then overhand by Hamed there. A little bit more pace here in the second round. And I think they've gotten all their angst out by now.
They know it's a fight now. They're like, okay, it's a fight.
Now they're just in the zone and picking their shots. But Hamed's kind of maintaining center of the cage at the moment, pushing Larry back to the cage. And
I do see Larry pulling back from his punches and is stepping back as he's kicking, and that's not going to do him benefit if he's putting himself up against the cage like this.
Here we go. And Hamed's trying to take him down, but Larry's doing a good job at securing those double unders.
Oh, there you go.
Here we go, and here's where the fight is. And Larry's corner is telling him head position, and head position up against the cage is literally everything. Whoever has the better head position is controlling the fight. And you can see that here with Hamed.
Oh, nice takedown right there up against cage.
And Larry's trying to attempt that guillotine, but it's hard to finish the guillotine when you...
And they're in Hamed's corner right now. He's able to hear his coaching right now.
So right here, Larry's corner is telling him not to hold him on top of him. So what he's trying to say basically is like, you are keeping them in this dominant position.
Right. And he is. If you look at him, he's clasped his hands together.
Right. And
he's
so
pulling straight down.
What it's doing is it's eliminating the punches, but it's also keeping him on bottom, which is not a good look to the judges.
And it appears it's allowing him time to try to pull, get past his guard. And it's 7 seconds to go in this round already.
And then here we
there
go.
were
Hamed
4.
gets the mount.
Oh, wow. I think he had a couple elbows to the head. He wasn't supposed to be straight down on top. Well, that was another similar round to the first round. I didn't see anything different.
I saw a little bit more pacing by both fighters. I think they kind of came out swinging a little hard, but that Albuquerque air smacked him right in the face, and now they're like, all right, I think I need to pace myself a little bit more. But I think Hamed did a great job at, controlling the center and kind of slowly marching Larry back and then, pinching him up against the cage. And, it's a tough position to be in. And so what Larry needs to do is have that cage awareness and understand when he is getting pushed up against the cage to circle off and get back to that center.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was going to say something. I was like, nah, she pretty much summed it up. Let's shut up, Jeff. PFC 28, here we go, round 3, championship fight. Title on the line here.
So neither one of these guys are the champion?
No, Hamed's the champion.
Okay, so Hamed's the champion,
yeah.
so he's fighting to defend his championship.
He's defending his title, yes, he is.
Whoa, thunderous leg kick from Hamed there. I just wish he would have followed up, but man, that was a good one.
He does have really good kicks if you look at him. He's keeping Jacoryon at his distance.
We got that front kick up the middle.
Oh, that was
whoa.
That thing would have connected. I think there might have been.
All you need is one.
Yeah. Take that song, All You Need Is Love. It's like, all you need is one.
Especially from these big boys.
2 minutes to go. Wow. Oh, he stunned him.
Did he catch him?
Yeah, he got him. His eyes were
wobbled. And,
yeah, he's going to go for
that. And Larry
that.
needs to get that body lock secured so he can catch his wits about him. Okay, we got a knee from Hamed.
He's still a little stunned.
There you go. He pulls
good,
and returns with the jab cross.
Inside leg kick.
That's what I was talking to Craig about. Sometimes you need that little stunt to wake up and get into the fight.
Yeah, you're like, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, we're fighting. I thought we were just, in here sparring. And
Craig is such a great coach. He's so technical when he coaches. He doesn't waste time with a bunch of like, dude, there's no screaming. It's just talking.
Yeah, well, every coach is different, and every fighter is different, and you kind of gotta find that sweet spot of what the fighter needs in the moment.
Kick, yeah.
Nice stabbing back front kick from Larry, and then we got an overhand right that landed on the button, and then a tight lead hook, and he has him cornered here up against the cage, and he's doing a great job at corralling him. Straight right landed, but Larry rallies back.
He's starting to move forward with his punches and kicks now. He's just, well, that would have been a harsh elbow there. Wow.
Here we go. Now it's a fight. Not that it wasn't before.
Nice. I'm sure these fans know. They're like, oh, I wonder if those two know it's a fight. 35 seconds left in this round. Round 3.
Both of these guys are landing some really good
another
shots.
takedown right there at the end of the fight, the round again.
He lands right in front of the commentators here.
Yeah, I think I got a little bit of sweat on me there.
And let's see what he does with this position. He's in half guard.
Same thing of
and
holding
he's
him down.
covering that mouth, try to suffocate him, stifle his breathing a little bit, which is super frustrating as a fighter to not have that breath.
I'm really impressed with Hamed right now. He's kept his composure so well.
There you go, and Larry's.
That's 3 rounds in the books. 3 rounds in the books, 2 rounds, championship rounds. PFC 28 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Wow.
And you can see the frustration on Larry as they get up and go back to their corners. It's not necessarily what he's wanting. And we got the championship round ring girls in the cage. Yeah, and it does seem like these guys are putting it all out there for us to watch tonight, and we got 2 more rounds.
Yeah.
So see what they can do.
And
Here
there's
goes
been good.
on
There's
the
been
playback, this little flurry of punches. Hamed caught him with that short hook. Throws that teep down the middle. And Larry's trying to calculate what to do next. Here goes that shot.
Textbook takedown right
off the cage, down onto the ground. And we go into round 4. And Craig is telling Larry, who wants it?
Yeah, right now.
Sometimes you got to wake him up.
Right
Front
now.
kick delivered by Hamed.
That frame is really throwing Jacoryon off because Hamed is like really framing really well to keep him to his distance.
And what Jeff is meaning about frames is keeping his hands out a little bit further than that boxing. And that stab was pretty effective right there. Larry's doing a good job at trying to amp up the pace, turn it into a dogfight. Sometimes you got to do when you want to get the results you're not getting. You just got to bite down on that mouthpiece and go.
You know, I bet it was really hard to fill this card because the elevation, a lot of people were thinking about that. They're like,
or they just didn't tell them.
And then the rule set changed. I mean, most places in the country, you're not allowed to, he's holding on to the cage.
Here we go, back in this position on the ground.
Side mount.
And what Larry needs to do is let go of this guy's head and use the cage to crawl up and get off of that ground. But Hamed's doing a great job at keeping him down. He's stepped over now and trying to secure this mount position.
He's in now. His foot's in there.
And now he has half a round to work.
Yeah. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
So this is the biggest thing that a lot of people do when they hit the ground is they don't want to get punched, so they hold on. But in doing that, you are letting the judges know that you are being dominated. This person that is on top of you is in the dominant position. So you have to have a sense of urgency.
He's hit him in the back of the head. He's going to warn him for hitting him in the back of the head.
So now he's going to warn him, or is he going to get a point?
I don't know. Jacoryon's.
Now we got a timeout here, and we're going to probably get some time for Larry.
A minute to go in the round, and I don't,
It's hard when you're in the heat of it, and
Well, the first punch, he turned his head, and then he continued to hit him.
Right.
You know, in the first punch, they said in the meeting back there, fighters meeting, they said, look, if he turns his head on the first one, we're probably not going to call anything, but if you continue to hit him, we're going to have to, you know, take points.
Take a point, yeah. Which is fair, and it looks like the ref is going to call the doc in to check in on the fighter, see if he's able to continue or not. We're here 1 minute in the 4th round left. See what the doctor says.
4th round, championship rounds. This is when you really have to check yourself and say, do I really want to be here?
Well, I mean, it's one of those things too. The doctor needs to make
sure
you're okay.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about in the 4th round as a fighter. This is when you're like, oh my goodness, do I really want to be here? Yeah, no, I know Jacoryon. He got hit in the back of the head, and you know that's.
What I'm saying is not a matter of if they want to be here or not. It's a matter of if the doctor will let him be here.
Right.
You know.
Silence.
So when the time passes like this, you know, the fighters start to cool down, and so it might take them a little while to warm back up if they get back into fighting. So we'll see what happens.
I know the doctor's going to be really cautious on this too. Amateur fights, you know, you want to make sure you protect that athlete.
You save the longevity of your career, right? And the crowd is cheering for him to continue on.
He's not. I don't think his eyes are blinking. He's got every. It looks a lot like he's. All right now. He's done. It's over.
And the ref waves it off.
Yep. I don't know how far it has to go into the 4th round before it could become an official fighter. If it's still, they can.
You know what? Honestly, I don't know the rules. Oh, so they're going to continue. He's taking 1 point. So
no, the doctor said it was over. I saw him shake his head.
Oh, so they're going to go for points. They're going to go for points.
Okay, so it was far enough in that it was unintentional. That means they called it unintentional.
Unintentional
Take a
hit
point
to
from
the back of the head. He's going to get 1 point. Go to the scorecards from the 4 rounds that they just completed.
Three and a half. It's still going to be a win by. I believe it'll still be a win because I think he won all 3 rounds.
We'll see what the judges' scorecards say.
I'm a predictor. I'm a predictor. I'm going to predict this.
You're Mystic Mac.
I'm Mystic Magic Mac. I just think you know it's just so dominant of a. Every round at the midway point, he took him down. He held him down. There wasn't a lot of action on it.
Well, I know it's just not the way you want to win a championship belt.
Definitely.
You know. All right, let's take a look at this replay right here. He has his hooks in, and he's hitting at the base of the head.
Side of the head right there, yeah.
So, you know, from this angle, to me, it doesn't look like an illegal shot. But I could be mistaken. You know,
He's connecting with the ear, so according to what the ref said, as long as if you're hitting the ear.
Yeah, but the ref was the one that pulled him off and told him that those were illegal shots. So, you know, maybe the ref saw a different angle than we're seeing here. Either way, he got a point taken away, and I think they're going to the judges' scorecards for this decision. And the Albuquerque crowd is having some opinions of their own.
And Albuquerque
remedies. They're saying put
Vicks on it because I get some 409.
Like all the Hispanic
Windex
moms just fix all the problems with Vicks. So Asian moms too.
Yeah, I hate to see an ending like this here, especially a championship fight. So I mean,
ladies and gentlemen. Due to an unintentional strike to the back of the head, this fight stops at 1 minute 51 seconds into round number 4, and we will now go to the judges' scorecards for the decision. Our judges score this fight 39-36, 38-37, and 39-36, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still UFC Amateur Middleweight Champion, Idrees, the Palestinian Hammer, Ahmed.
I honestly think this would be a good one to possibly run back in the next card to
Yeah,
to make it go all 5 rounds, and you know.
Yeah, if he can get his wits about him and have the opportunity to go all 5 rounds, I think it would be a great rematch for sure.
Right. Yeah. Here's some action from the
replay.
Yeah. That was a good overhand right he threw, but he got pulled right into the cage. Okay. We got Miss Watterson going into their cage. She's going to interview the new champion.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your champion, the Palestinian Hammer. How you feeling after that? I know it's not how you wanted to win the fight, but you know things happen, and let's hear what you have to say about what happened.
Yeah, I mean we're always working hard to find the finish. You know, it was 100% unintentional. Just trying to look to strikes on the ground, but it just couldn't make it happen. Ended up being in the back of the head or the ear, but the ref called it. But, you know, we work hard. Did a lot of grinding. You see a lot of wrestling there, a lot of versatility in my game. Everybody thinks I like to just stand and bang. I can do that, but I also can wrestle on the ground, do jiu-jitsu, all that other fun stuff. Yeah, you were having great success with your cage control. In every arena, here in the center, up against the cage, and on the ground. And we understand why they call you the Palestinian Hammer. So, what is next for you? Tell Johnny all the time, we stay ready so we don't have to get ready. So, whatever next card you want to put me on, let's do it. Ready to fight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your, hold on. I just want to give a quick shout out to my coach, Bubba Bush, and my teammate, JT Hamilton, for coming all the way from College Station, Texas, here to Albuquerque, New Mexico, to help me make weight and always supporting me for my fighting career. That man right there, Bubba Bush, has taught me literally everything, 95%. Everything that I know about fighting, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, striking, I owe it all to him. The success for him, and this belt's for him too. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your champ.